I'm Ben Stockwell from the America East, and I'm joined by Kayla Cooper from the UAlbany women's basketball program, one of this year's preseason all-conference selections. Kayla, thanks for joining me today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's great to see you. It's hard to believe we're less than 3 weeks from your first game of the year. How has everything been going with this group in the lead up to the season so far?
Things have been going great. We got 9 new players. So right now we're just working on building our chemistry and seeing what works well, but we're just trying to grow every day.
For you personally, what are some aspects of your game that you worked on over the last year since your season ended back in March?
I just been working on my ball handling skills and just getting more comfortable with shooting threes, just all around just strengthening my ball handling shooting skills.
For this team, how have things been working as you've gotten close to the season? You mentioned 9 new players. That's a lot of people to kind of bring in. How has that been coming together so far and getting people to understand where they need to be and how they need to, go about the drills and things like that?
I think things are going well. Obviously things are still new. We're still trying to figure out how to play with each other and everything like that, but we're getting better every day. And what's good is that we have good chemistry on and off the court. So that's definitely going to help us when it's time to come into the games.
Does it help some that you do have some of those newcomers are transfers who are juniors and seniors and have played, 50, 60 games at the collegiate level already?
It's a big help. Having their leadership, and then still having Bella, she's a veteran of the league, so she knows how things work. So just having that seniority definitely helps a lot with the new people as well.
For you, you're the veteran now, fifth year. You've been a part of some great teams over your first 4 seasons, always making a run at a championship, pretty much every season. For you, how do you feel like you've developed as a person and maybe a leader since, looking back at yourself back when you're, that 18, 19-year-old freshman, sophomore seasons?
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely grown as a leader and just been more confident as a person on and off the court. I think as you get older, you play basketball, you just learn a lot about yourself and learning how to balance schoolwork and basketball. And it really helps you with just tools for your regular life when this is over. So I think I've grown and just matured in like my leadership skills and communication skills for sure.
For you, is there someone that has kind of been an inspiration to you or helped you grow as a leader that you can think about? Just one or two people, maybe?
Um, I think a lot of my past teammates definitely helped me. I think Helly Hagerstrand, she just finished her eligibility last year. She really helped me a lot. She was here. She was one of the older people in my freshman year, so she definitely just took me under her wing and just helped me as much as she could. I think all the upperclassmen do every year. There's always been somebody who's always just been someone that you could look up to and just been a strong leader. So I've definitely had a lot of people in front of me that have helped me a lot over the teams the last couple of seasons.
UAlbany is a program. It's been one of the toughest teams to score against in the nation the last few years. Last year, you were number one in the country in scoring defense. How do you guys do it?
I think that's just our identity at this point. I think every practice, coach always talks about how defense is our identity, and that's something that we hang our hats on. So, that's one thing that we can always control. We can't always control when the ball goes in the basket, but we can control our effort on the defensive end. So that's something that we just love to hang our hat on and make important.
Is that something for you that was, made very apparent by Coach Mullen as soon as you, came there? Like, this is the standard. You're meeting the standard, as you said. You're not always going to be able to score, but you can always put in the effort to play defense.
Yeah, that's definitely something that she said since day one. It's obviously different coming out of high school. Your priorities are different, but since the beginning, she's always been defense, 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 and she probably forever. So yeah.
Looking ahead to this season, are there one or two returning teammates that you've seen that have really started to take their game to that next level, where you're really excited about what they could do this season?
I'm definitely really excited for Lily Phillips. She's one of the returners that have been here the longest with me, and just seeing her develop over the years with just like her shot and just being more aggressive, all around player. It's been really fun to seeing that. Also, Gabri Falco. She was a sophomore last year. Now she's a junior, and now she's just developed so well over the summer. Worked really hard and just like a strong post. So I'm also really excited to see how she turns out.
With the group of newcomers you have, are there some that you've just kind of been impressed with the way they've come in and approached this, first preseason with UAlbany?
Pretty much all of them. I think all of them all around, Jess Tomasetti, Casey Donovan, Bella Stewart, like they've all been just having their experience has been so helpful. They're coming from different schools, so they're bringing a new perspective that's so like good to see, and it definitely helps me because this is all I know. I've been here for 5 years now, so having their perspective is always very helpful, and they also just bring like a different competitive nature to the team, which is awesome. So I'm really excited for them too.
For you, what are you most excited about for this season?
For me, I just going out with a bang. This being my last year, I really just want to take all the risks and not look back on it next year thinking, man, I really wish I would have done this in college. I really just want to give it my all and just truly just have fun.
For you, what is your favorite type of a game for you when you're playing? Is it, if the jumpers working for you, you're hitting the shots, or is it, banging down low, just muscling people through layups and ones? What's your type of, feeling like that was a great game when you have, those type of games?
I think for me, I think just because I've just been so comfortable with being around the basket, that's definitely just something that I go to a lot. So just banging around, driving a lot has been like my thing, but I have been working on expanding it. But I would say around like the basket, like driving and like post work.
You've always been practicing against your teammates for a while.
Mhm.
How excited are you going to be in a few weeks here to actually play some other competition, some people that don't know all of your plays,
Yeah,
by memory?
we're all very excited. We have some scout guys now, so it that does help a little bit, but it's gonna be so awesome playing against somebody else. We're really excited.
For your team this year, what are those things, you mentioned defense, but anything else that this team needs to do if you want to start off the year strong and really, go into non-conference play with some, get some big wins?
Yeah, along with our defense, we want to get out and run. We have a lot of really fast paced guards that can really attack the basket and get down the court. So we want to run out and transition and play fast. So we want to slow the team down, slow the other team down on defense, and then once we get those steals or those deflections, we want to get out and run. So.
What's your favorite part about the coaching staff you guys have at UAlbany and the relationship you've been able to build with that staff over the last 5 years?
Yeah, I love all my coaches. The reason why I chose Albany in the first place was just the family atmosphere and how comfortable I felt. And I think with just the way our coaches are, they care more about how we develop as people rather than just basketball players all the time. Like they want us to be prepared for our life outside of basketball. And they truly, truly care about just like our development as people. So they're just like the most trusted people you have, and they're always someone good to have in your corner.
Kayla, I really appreciate the time today and best of luck with this season coming up here in a few weeks.
Thank you so much.